In her analysis of the impact of urban nature, Rachel Kaplan from the School of Natural Resources at the University of Michigan said that the natural environment can provide a restorative experience for urban people feeling the stresses and strains of city life. But where can city dwellers find natural peace and serenity when they're constantly surrounded by development, noise, filth, and other people? The answer is obvious. They're rooftops. Rooftop gardens provide a green escape for urban people seeking the comfort of being surrounded by plants. They may simply visit a local rooftop garden for pleasure, like the public gardens on the roof of the Rockefeller Center, or they may get actively involved in farming the space for produce, like a small neighborhood rooftop garden, or the Brooklyn Grange, a massive 2.5-acre urban rooftop farm. The cultural, restorative, and environmental benefits city dwellers gain from getting involved with an urban garden are immense. It's no wonder more and more research is being done on the positive impacts of these modern urban resources.
Ornamental rooftop gardening can trace its roots back to the ziggurats of ancient Mesopotamia around 4000 to 600 BC. Perhaps the most famous example of one of these structures is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, built around 600 BC by King Nebuchadnezzar. The first non-ornamental rooftop gardening was exemplified by Scandinavian sod roofs, which were first used in the Viking Age around 800 AD. Scandinavian immigrants brought this tradition to the Midwestern U.S. during westward expansion when they constructed sod houses due to the lack of wood on the Midwest prairies. Modern ornamental rooftop gardens, as we know them today, first appeared in New York City in 1882 at the Casino Theater. The price of land in New York City forced composer Rudolf Aronson to build his Parisian-inspired summer garden on the roof. The idea became so popular, it later inspired the original Madison Square Garden.
Today, urban life is commonly described as noisy and fast-paced. Words like relaxing or calm are rarely used to describe life in the city. Yet people need and long for the serenity that nature provides. Modern rooftop gardens bring the sense of peace back into focus for people living in urban areas. They allow for moments of recovery from strains of the day. Rooftop gardens also have positive environmental impacts. The plants reintroduce biodiversity into the city and provide ecosystem services like exchanging carbon dioxide with oxygen and managing rooftop water runoff. Rooftop gardens also provide insulation that keeps the structure warm in the winter and cool in the summer, which helps cut energy use and costs.
Ornamental rooftop gardens make use of low-maintenance, sun-loving plants. Species with limited root systems are best because of shallow rooftop soil and confined space in pots. Low-growing herbs and grasses like blue fescue, lamb's ear, lavender, and ajaga are perfect for ornamental rooftop gardens. Rooftop farms are designed to accommodate many types of produce. However, heat-loving plants are the most productive. Cherry tomatoes, sage, and hot peppers can be expected to thrive on a rooftop.
A few of the most famous botanical and agricultural gardens include the Brooklyn Grange, the High Line, and the Roof Garden. The Brooklyn Grange is currently the world's largest agriculture rooftop garden, spanning multiple buildings to create 2.5 acres of green space. The Brooklyn Grange currently produces 50,000 pounds of organic produce to be sold locally to New York residents each year. The operation began in 2010 to prove the possibility exists to successfully and productively use our wasted urban roof space. Many hotels and businesses have also endeavored to use rooftops as botanical space for recreation. The Roof Garden, a restaurant and hotel in London, spans 1.5 acres and includes over 500 plant species brought in from around the world. The garden is broken up into three major parts: the Spanish and Tudor gardens, and the English woodlands, which also includes resident exotic ducks and flamingos. The gardens are free and open to the public, although they are largely used for formal events. The roof gardens have won a number of awards in sustainability with a large composting and cultivation operation to supply the restaurant with produce. Similar to the roof garden, the High Line Garden in New York was created as a green oasis for tourists and city dwellers alike. The garden spans just under 1.5 miles of old train track and has become famous around the world since its design in 2009. The park has quickly become one of the most popular places to visit in the city, bringing in 3.7 million visitors looking to escape the concrete and steel in 2011.